It started with a garage sale. Nothing unusual. Old books, dusty tools, broken lamps. Then Daniel saw it. A vintage armchair, dark wood frame, deep green fabric. It looked expensive. Heavy. He asked the woman running the sale how much. She hesitated, then said, "Take it. Just don't put it by a window." He laughed, thought she was joking, took it home. Of course, he put it right in front of the window in his bedroom. It just fit there, like it belonged. That night, he fell asleep with the moonlight pouring in. All was quiet until 3:11 a.m. He woke up suddenly. No reason, no noise. He glanced at the chair. It had turned just a little, no longer facing the window. Now, it was facing him. Daniel set up a camera just to prove it to himself. Maybe the floor was uneven. Maybe he moved it without realizing. He hit record, left the room, and went to sleep. The next morning, he checked the footage. Everything was still. Until 3:11 a.m. The chair moved. Not by much, just a few degrees. But it twisted itself toward the bed. On its own. Then the footage glitched, a flicker. And for exactly 3 seconds, someone was sitting in the chair. Just a shape. Dark. Still. When the frame cleared, the chair was empty. But the cushion? Slightly sunken in, like something heavy had just stood up. Daniel couldn't ignore it anymore. He dragged the chair out of the bedroom, stuffed it in the garage, shut the door, locked it. That night he slept deeper than usual, until, dragging, the sound scraped through his dream. He shot awake, heart racing. The chair was back, in front of the window, facing it, just like before. Except this time the curtains were open, and outside, across the street, in the dark window of the abandoned house, something moved, a slow shift in the shadows, like someone was standing there, watching back. Then, as he turned away, a whisper brushed his ear. "Don't block the view." Daniel went back to the house where he got the chair. He needed answers. The woman at the sale was waiting for him, like she knew he'd return. "I told you not to put it by a window," she said quietly. "You didn't listen?" She explained the truth. The chair belonged to her grandfather. Every night, for decades, he sat in it, watching. He believed something was coming for him. Said if he ever looked away, even once, it would cross over. One night, he fell asleep. He never woke up. And the next morning, the chair had turned on its own. No one in the family could move it. If they did, it always came back. She even tried burning it. "It came back," she whispered, "and it brought him with it." Daniel knew what he had to do. One way to stop it. Sit in the chair, just once, just to see, just to understand. So he did. 3:10 a.m. He sat down. The room went cold. The shadows, heavier, outside the window, across the street. The figure was gone. Then his phone, still recording, buzzed. He watched the feed. The camera showed him, sitting in the chair. But at 3:11 a.m., he stood up, walked to the mirror, stared at himself, and whispered, "It's your turn now." Except Daniel never remembered standing, never remembered speaking, and the bed behind him was no longer empty. Something else was lying there, breathing, smiling, waiting. The chair sits empty again, still, and soon someone else will place it by their window.